Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Masterpiece Lounge. As you join us today, be sure to let us know where you're tuning in from and also say hello down in the chat because we want to make sure that you are as engaged as possible. I am your hostess, a certified life coach, author, and speaker, Chrisnatha DeRosier. And today I have a very incredible guest that I'm very excited to chat with today. We have Miss Mahogany Raspberry. Hello and good morning.
I like to say good morning, afternoon.
We are so, yes, I love that. I love that. We're excited to have you today. Thank you so much for being here. And so we want to just jump right in. And I have this question I love to ask all of our guests that I think you're the best person to answer it. And so my question for you is, who is Mahogany Raspberry?
She is what I like to call the Alabama country girl. Well, country city girl. Just a small town girl with a big dream. So I was a big fish in a little pond and jumped out.
I love that. I love that. And do you have a preference, city or country, or you're just a nice mix of both?
I like both actually, because I feel like if you spend too much time in the city, then you start to blend in and act crazy just like they do. But then you go out into the country, it's a peace of mind. The air is different. I'm not a fan of bugs, but I do like the country.
Awesome. I'm not a fan of bugs either, so I completely understand. And so you are many things. Among those, you are an actress. And so I wanted to ask you, when did your love for entertainment first begin? Was there like an instance? Was there an experience that you had? If you can just walk us through what that was like.
I've literally been animated since a child. So a lot of times when it was time for chastising, I would do something silly, mock someone, actor or whomever, to make them laugh, and they would just forget about it. So I've literally been animated since I was a child.
I love that. Did your family and your parents pick up on that early? Did they think you just had a big personality, or were they
They
able
just
to
thought I
kind
was
of I
do
love
good.
it. I love that. And if you could just talk to us just a little bit about the importance of seeing the beauty in your child's personality a bit.
My child's personality, seeing that is seeing someone who is extremely innocent and very curious. So my childhood personality just wants to love on the world. It sees no wrong in anybody. Just want to love on the world.
I love that. That's beautiful. And I think it's so important as you talk about personalities, just picking up on those different unique attributes that we all have, even from a young age. And so I'm happy that you were able to tap into who you are, even as a very young child. Um, Also, you made a transition. I know that music was a love for you or is a love for you. And then you made a bit of a pivot into still in entertainment, but more into acting. And so, have you had to deal with any hurdles in terms of any doors being closed or just having to like just break through to really make a name for yourself in the industry?
I've learned that the industry is very cliquish, no matter where you are. And it's more of they want you to do all of these trainings and learn these skill sets and coaching, et cetera, et cetera. But it's more of who you know, not what you know. But my biggest challenge was deciding to really dive into my career being a young mother. That was my biggest challenge because my kids came first. Because even when I was doing
Mhm.
music, I toured for 2.5 years and in the blues market. And in doing that, I was literally home maybe once or twice a week. So I didn't see my kids a lot. And they were very young, so they don't really understand, they don't really remember that part. But I had to make a decision to be a mom. So I stepped away from all of that and I wanted to be mommy. Then I said, okay, to push my career more, I got to get out of Mobile. I'm from Mobile, Alabama, small town. I got to get out of Mobile. So I ended up coming to Atlanta and coming here. Whew, that was a lot for me. It was a serious roller coaster because coming here, it was the end of the school term for my kids. They were young, they were still in elementary school. And doing that, I had to leave them behind for about 2 months almost for them to finish school. We were going into the summer. Coming here, I didn't have a
Mm-hmm.
job, I didn't have a place to stay, I didn't know anybody, I didn't know how to get around. And literally the day of me loading my things in the U-Haul, I had movers come in to help me. All of the cash that I had on me, they stole that day. So I called around family. I was crying and I'm like, what am I going to do? My uncle came over, gave me $300. And I was like, what am I going to do with this? But I was a fighter. So in coming
Mm-hmm.
here, in 2 weeks of me being here, I found a place to stay. In 2 months of me being here, I got hired on two
Mm-hmm.
jobs in 1 week. So that's when I said two was my angel number because everything happened in twos. And it's just been a roller coaster ride since. I even back in the home that I was in, it was a two-story home, beautiful home. I had been there for about 2 years, and the family who owned the property decided that they weren't going to resign because they wanted to give the home to their daughter. So I had to find a place to go immediately. Found a place to go, was there for about 4.5 months, and learned that the property was in foreclosure by getting mail. The owner was not the owner. That's one of the big scams here in Atlanta. The owner was not the owner, had taken my money, gone to New York, but there was a realtor that I was dealing with. So I told her, if you don't help with this situation, because I dealt with you, I'm coming for your license. So anywho, she gave me
Mm-hmm.
my money back. I found another property. They said it wasn't going to be ready right off. I'm like, okay, I got to get out of here. So I ended up literally being in a hotel, was only supposed to be there for a week and was there for 2 months, sneaking my small dog in and out in a duffel bag, my kids back and forth to school, still trying to get my company off the ground. It was a lot. Moved into another property,
Mm-hmm.
and in 5 months of being in that property, the same scenario. So it's been a roller coaster ride. But I'm a fighter,
Wow.
and my mom would just be like, "Baby, pack your stuff and just come home." And
Mm-hmm.
my thing is, no matter where you are, life is gonna challenge you. It's either you live life or life lives you. So my thing is, you still have to find stability. A place to stay, a stable job, no matter where you are. So me running
Yes.
back to my ill was not gonna help that. So I stayed and I fought, and I've been here since 2008.
Wow, what a powerful testimony. So many other people would have said this is a sign, right, for me to go back home.
So,
But you used it as fuel to
yeah.
push you forward. And so that level of resilience, that level of still having hope that this is my path is really incredible.
Oh yeah.
In those dark moments, what what was the force that kind of just kept you going, even when you ran out of hope for yourself? Like what was that thing that said, I'm just not going to stop?
I'm a mother, my children,
Mm,
my kids, because I wanted them to really see that little Mobile is not, that's not it. I wanted them to be able to experience other cultures, other cities, other just everything. I wanted them to be able to have access to more than what I did as a child. And that's not to say
mhm.
anything bad about my childhood, but I wanted my kids to have more and to have access to more. So I wanted them to just expand. And so my whole thing was I did it for me, for my music, but at the same token, I did it for my kids more so anything else. So it was my babies.
Oh, wow. I love that so much that you just kept that in the forefront that I'm a mom and your children are watching you. And I think it's just so beautiful that I heard a quote recently that said, there is always opposition to a godly purpose, right? And so there's always going to be a force that's kind of coming against your purpose and what God wants to do, but it's our job to keep going.
Yeah.
And that just encouragement for anybody watching that um, even when you're in the will of God for your life, that doesn't mean that bad things won't happen, right? He is still with you and just keep pressing forward in faith. So thank
Well,
you for that. That's such a powerful testimony.
you do, good or bad. It's a lesson in it. It's not God punishing you, and because a lot of people go, "Oh my God, why me? Why
Mhm.
me?" It's not Him punishing you. It's something else that you either have to get rid of or learn. And that's for you to decide and figure out. I can't tell anybody that part, but it's still something else in life that you need to learn. And I've even had to learn, holding on to little things like cards or a purse or something somebody bought me. Those trigger memories, and we as humans most times don't realize that. So if I'm carrying, my arms are so full of so much stuff, I can't pick up these gifts that God has for me. But when I put those things down, I got all this space to grab whatever it is that he's offering to me, you know?
Yeah, that is so beautiful. I love that. And now you have been nominated as Best Supporting Actress. You are doing your thing. It didn't come without any type of, um, disappointments and so forth, but you pushed through. And so, for any aspiring actresses or anyone that's really pursuing purpose, specifically our single mothers, what is some advice or words of encouragement you could provide to them?
Just jump, just jump. If you sit and wait for the moment to come for you to jump, you'll never leap. Just jump. When they say, and we hear it all the
Mhm.
time, without work, faith is dead. You got to do the work behind it. You can have faith, that's cool, but you got to do the work behind it. God gives us all these gifts, but we have to use them. So just jump.
That's so good. That's so good. We have to use them. A lot of times, because of maybe fear of failing, fear of success, a lot of times we can just kind of stay in one place. So it's important that we take action. So I hope anybody watching us is encouraged to take action after today's interview with you. So thank you for that.
Yes,
What are you currently working on, and how can we support you?
Just share, comment. I respond to everybody. I make it my business to respond to everybody. I look for feedback. I'm open to constructive criticism. I look for it because I don't take it as discouragement or I'm not doing a good job. Is that either I have to do a little bit more, and so I apply those things. So definitely, it does not cost you anything but a few seconds to like, share, and comment. New things that I'm working on. I have some projects in Texas that I'm about to shoot. I literally just wrapped in Miami on Everyone Talks to Someone. It should be coming out soon. I'm super excited about that. Um, yeah, it's a lot. It's some stuff that I can't talk about, but it's a lot coming up and just
Awesome.
doing more
That's
auditions.
exciting. That's exciting. Okay, and your social media handles, um, are you Mahogany Raspberry everywhere?
Everywhere. Mahogany
All
Raspberry.
right.
Instagram is gonna say underscore glamour puss. There is no Y on the end, people. My grandmother gave me that name because she said I've always been her glamour baby. So underscore glamour puss on Instagram. But if you type my name in, it's still gonna come up. Oh, and definitely uh, around July, I want to say maybe the end of June, I will be doing castings for my production that's called The Prepare. I'm super, super, super geeked about it. I've worked on this for
Awesome.
some time. It's going to be a series, so there's opportunities for a few people. But I will be shooting hopefully around the end of August, beginning of September. That's what I'm targeting. I'm super, super excited about that. And some of it is based on true events. The main character is created around me, so. I'm not playing her, but she's created around me.
That's so amazing. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
We are rooting for you and wish you so much success with everything.
Hey,
And we'd love to have you back here in the Masterpiece Lounge as well, so that you can talk more about that project once we're ready to see it. Because I'm excited for you. So
thank you
so
so
thank you so much for just taking some time and sitting down with us today.
much.
And everyone watching, thank you so much as well. Be sure to connect with Mahogany Raspberry on all social media platforms. And as she said, she likes to engage. So make sure that you are being supportive and interacting. And yeah, we're excited. So thank you again.
Thank you so much for having
We will be absolutely, absolutely. This is the Masterpiece Lounge. We'll be back here, same time, same place next week, everyone. Until
Mhm.
then, be well. Mahogany, thank you so much.
Thank you.